Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to my Akim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this strong captivity. This is Brother Carl coming at you with another lesson. Shalom to the speckled brother that may look like the other nations, but are actually YAHAWAH. This is Brother Carl coming at you with another lesson, Slakia. Today's lesson, I want to talk about this. You see the title of this video, I saw a bit of it, went almost 2 minutes, and it says, DJT gets rude awakening as military leaders quit. And basically, I guess I'll play. I wasn't going to let it play, but I have.
Commanders, after listening to Donald Trump yesterday, must have been, how can I know that an order I received to launch my missiles came from a sane president?
I mean, when top military officials are announcing their retirement just days after a speech filled with ideological pressure and threats to military dissenters, you know things aren't exactly going in the right direction.
Our job, my job, has been to determine which leaders simply did what they must to answer the prerogatives of civilian leadership, and which leaders are truly invested in the woke department, and therefore incapable of embracing the War Department and executing new lawful orders. That's it. It's that simple. So for the past 8 months, we've gotten a good look under the hood of our officer corps. We've done our best to thoroughly assess the human terrain. We've had to make trade-offs and some difficult decisions. It's more of an art than a science. We have been and will continue to be judicious, but also expeditious. The new compass heading is clear. Out with the Shirellis, the Mackenzies, and the Millies, and in with the Stockdales, the Schwarzkopfs, and the Pattons. More leadership changes will be made, of that I'm certain. Not because we want to, but because we must. Once again, this is life and death. The sooner we have the right people, the sooner we can advance the right policies. Personnel is policy. But I look out at this group, and I see great Americans. Leaders who have given decades to our great republic, at great sacrifice.
Okay, I thought that there were, because when I saw this, I saw the thing by maybe
Wrote in The Atlantic that the question on the minds of the top military commanders.
whatever. Okay, so basically the thing here, because I definitely remember watching something where they said that they left, but or more, not just one thing, but multiple. But anyway, the stuff with this is that the leaders, they're basically in the mindset of like, I don't like what is happening. I don't like how things are going, and I basically just do not want to be a part of that. How can I be a part of something that that goes against that's what I heard actually. How can I be a part of something that goes against what I was positioned to protect and serve?
Just days after a speech filled with ideological pressure and threats to military dissenters, you know things aren't exactly going in the right direction.
Alright, so yeah, basically Slakia, I keep on playing this. I just don't want to see this dude, and I don't think that this is it. But the main thing is how it's like you have these people who are thinking like, okay, well, I don't like how things are going. I don't want to be a part of this, like this type of. So, and that's the thing, Slakia. That's the thing you really have to think about. Where if someone's like, you are leading people, and people are saying like, you know what, I do not. It's not a matter of I don't fuck with you, but it's a matter of like you are not epitomizing what I thought I stand for, what I thought the nation stood for. So simply because of that, I cannot be a part. Like, that's the type of thing where people, certain people take a stand in ways like this, where they say like, I do not want to be a part of this. Not necessarily that they actually try to stop it, but instead they say like, I'm going to remove myself from the situation because I know I can't stop it. I know I have no power to stop it. So as a result of that, I'm just not going to go, because I cannot in good conscience go and, you know, exercise the stuff that I'm being told. All right, so that's a very big thing, which I'm pretty sure that DJT is not going to be happy about hearing. With that being said, Proverbs 22 verse 2, Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's the thing where you have this leader. If your leader is a righteous leader, people are going to say, yes, I want to stand for what's right. I want to stand for liberty and the prosperity of me and my people. But then on the other side of it, it's like this leader is trying to destroy us. Like I don't want to. I'm not following this type of person. Now, with that also being said, let's get this before we continue on with the other ones. Sirach chapter 4, verse 27, make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty. Okay, this is the thing where you're not supposed to be setting yourself to follow after a wicked or foolish person. So, because the thing about that is that type of, if you do that, you're basically that person, that leader. Like, say for example, I am following a leader into war, and the leader does not know the first thing about war. You're allowing a child, for example, or a man child or a literal child, to lead you and tell you what to do, and then that child does not know about war, and then when they're bossing you around saying, "Oh, go do this, go attack this," and then you're over here, where you might have the numbers advantage, but the enemy has the terrain advantage, and they have an actual wise king, or leader, where they lead you to your death. You basically die because of the proper planning from the enemy team, but your leader is just sending you out to in blatant clear traps where you just die and stuff like that. Like, that's the thing. That's the importance of having a good and proper leader, not a wicked leader that just wants to exercise their power and to abuse and misuse you. All right, these are the things that we need to. This is why it's very important who whom you follow, whom is leading you. All right. So yeah, this is why, clearly they said like, okay, I'm good. I'm good on this. I'm not going to be a part of this, or I don't want to be a part of this. I'm just gonna resign, and that's just gonna be the end of it for me. All right. So Matthew 12 verse 25. And Yahawashi knew their thoughts and said unto them, every king divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Basically, there is no way that you can continue to go on if you are divided. And that's the thing about Babylon. Babylon is already divided on so many different levels. So now, even more, all right, because there was this one video I saw yesterday, I believe, I think it was yesterday, where DJT was trying to say or insult, I think Obama or the Democrats or something, or saying that the Democrats are evil when he was with the U.S. military. And I heard in the video that I was watching, I heard them say that the military is not supposed to be political. The military is supposed to stay neutral with this whole Democrat and Republican side thing. But but DJT was trying to get them to go against the Democrats wholeheartedly and stuff like that. Where honestly, that kind of ties into, funnily enough, I wasn't even planning for this, but funnily enough, that also ties into the whole thing with DJT wanting to send troops. I forgot which one it was, but I think the National Guard or something like that into cities to train militaries and to police people and whatnot. All right, that's another thing where people were saying that I do not. There were people slacking about the story, but there were people that were saying like, I do not approve of that. I'm not going to let him come into my city and do that. Like, that is unethical or unconstitutional or something like that. Like, that stuff is, and that's pretty fucked up. And the thing about that is that you know that's just Esau wanting to abuse his power. All right, it's where you have all these freaking ICE agents and stuff like that wanting to do this stuff. Proverbs 24 verse 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. And that's the thing where you do not want someone that's just going to flip flop and just move around slocky according not according to sound doctrine or sound logic, but basically like, oh, I feel like doing this today and stuff like that, which that's dangerous. Okay, no one wants someone that's going to be like, oh, that's what's it called? What's that one thing called? I'm trying to think. What's a term called? Fuck. Damn it. But basically, it's you don't want someone that's unstable to like, okay, well, today I feel like being nice, and to the next day, you know what? No more be nice, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm gonna do something about those lefters and stuff like that and whatnot. All right. So that this is the type of dangerous stuff that we're in. Now, I want to get this example. I actually am very grateful that I found this before I started making this lesson. Where in 1 Kings chapter 22 verse 8, and the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man, Micaiah, the son of Imlah, by whom we may inquire of the Lord, but I hate him, for he doeth not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so. And with this, I actually have to use this. And with this, the thing about this is how the king of Israel in this instance, he was basically like, he wanted, the context of this is how he had all these other prophets saying, oh yes, you can go. It's like he said, I want to go up and fight in a war. And he basically asked a bunch of an echo chamber of people saying, oh yes, definitely go. You're going to win. You can win. You're going to do it. Like we believe in you and all that stuff like that. And then when the true man of the Lord, when the true prophet Micaiah, all right, he said, whenever he's asked, whenever the king asked Micaiah, for advice and whatnot, then Micaiah tells it to him straight. He's not a yes man. All right, he's not an echo chamber. He's just like, hey, if you do this, you're gonna fail this, that, and the third, and whatnot. Do not do this. All right. So as a result of that, he's like, okay, well, I hate listening to this person because he never lets me do whatever I want to do. Because even though the things that he wants to do are stupid and they're going to get him killed. All right. So Micaiah is basically telling him, listen to me so that things will go right. But if you don't listen to me, then things are going to go wrong and you're going to die or something bad's going to happen to you. All right. So there are multiple things. Multiple sections of this. Actually, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but multiple sections of this. Let's see if this is in verse. Same book and chapter, 1 Kings 22, verse 12. And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the king's hand. So basically, this is all the quote-unquote prophets that were the echo chamber that was saying, oh yeah, go do whatever you want. Okay, and then verse 13, and the messenger that was gone to call Micaiah spake. Let me start over. 13. And the messenger that was gone to call Micaiah spake unto him, saying, behold now, the word of the prophet declare good unto the king with one mouth. Let thy word, I pray thee, be like the word of one of them, and speak that which is good. All right. So basically, they were saying that before you speak, all these other prophets were saying that he can do it. He's gonna do well. He's gonna make it. He's gonna kill. He's gonna win. All right. So you better speak according to what these other prophets speak. All right. Don't be going against what these other prophets said. All right. That's basically what was prefaced. Okay. Verse 14. And Micaiah said, Slaki, that's actually extremely wicked. All right. You're telling someone, hey, I need your advice for something. All right. I know I asked all these other people and they told me, oh yeah, go ahead and do it. But I want to hear you say I can go and do it. All right. So you better tell me that I can go and do it when you're asking for advice. If you that's the thing that pisses me off. If people don't want to hear your advice, then they should not ask for it. But yet they just want that false validation. It's like that validation from someone that they know is not is known for someone that they know is known for rejecting or speaking truth or being right. They want someone that is good, that's quote unquote good, all right, which is the men of the Lord that speaks right. They want someone that says, "Oh yeah, Babylon's gonna live forever. Oh yeah, Babylon is the most moral, upstanding people. Oh yeah, Esau is the best guy ever." No, that's what they want us to say. This type of stuff, all right? They want us. Well, not necessarily this completely, but you get the point, right? Like where if you are known for giving good advice, then that's when people are going to say, I want Kavakov because he's always true to tell me that I can do the thing. But the thing is that if the Lord puts a spirit on me to actually be truthful and say, hey, you can't do that, that's not going to work out, then I can't just lie. I have to say, hey, whomever you are, brother, sister, father, mother, son, daughter, whatever, do not do this. Don't go do this. This is not for you. All right. And then I have to do it. All right. And that and what happens here? Let's actually continue reading instead of me jumping the gun. Verse 14. First Kings 22, verse 14. And Micaiah said, as the Lord liveth, what the Lord saith unto me, that will I speak. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. What the Lord says unto him, that's what he's going to see. That's what he's going to say. He's not going to say according to what these other prophets said. So if the Lord says good, go do it, he's going to say go do it. If the Lord says don't do it, he's not going to do it. He's not. You can't tell him what to say. All right. If you're asking him for advice, take the damn advice. Don't go trying to manipulate the answer. If you don't want his advice, don't get it. That's the thing. All right, that's basically the thing. Verse 15. So he came to the king, and the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall we forbear? And he answered him, Go and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And the king said unto him, how many? Hold on, let me see. This is verse 16. Okay, yeah, got it. Verse 16. And the king said unto him, how many times shall I adjure thee that thou tell me nothing but that which is true in the name of the Lord? And he said, I saw all Israel scattered upon the hills, as sheep that have not a shepherd. And the Lord said, they have no master. Let them return every man to his house in peace. Basically, well, I guess let's read it more. Verse 18, and the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? Basically, what he said was, if you go through with this, the king is going to die. It's symbolism. I kind of don't want to say that, but it is kind of symbolism in the sense of, or spiritual in the sense of, there's no master, as in like the king is dead, but the king is supposed to go and lead his sheep, quote unquote sheep, or his soldiers, but because there's no shepherd or the earth, or in this case the king is dead, then that means that okay, well, he's not going to succeed, he's going to fail as a result of it. All right, so that's basically the warning that he was told, and he didn't appreciate, he didn't like hearing that, so he got mad. All right, he said like, he never told me what I want to hear. Instead, he tells me this BS. Now, with that being said, funnily enough, in hold on, what does this say? Verse 23. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. Basically, this is confirmation that the Lord said that you're not going to succeed, you're going to fail. And he gave him this echo chamber of people to tell him, oh yeah, go do it. All right. Now with that, next, in verse 32, and it came to pass when the captains of the chariot saw Jehoshaphat, that they said, surely it is the king of Israel, and they turned aside to fight against him. And Jehoshaphat cried out, and it came to pass, when the captains of the chariot perceived that it was not the king of Israel, that they turned back and from pursuing him. And a certain man drew a bow at a venture and smote the king of Israel between the joints of the harness. All right, Slakia. Wherefore he said unto the driver of his chariot, Turn thine hand and carry me out of the host, for I am wounded. And the battle increased that day, and the king was stayed up in his chariot against the Syrians and died at even, and the blood ran out of the wound into the midst of the chariot. So basically, prophecy came true where he died. Okay, like that's basically what he gets for not listening. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Baruch Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone above all, and Shalom.